Hey sixth grade, welcome to lesson 11. Today, I'm so sorry I couldn't be there, but we are going to do our best to continue to work our way through our Desmos lessons. It's really important that you have out your whiteboard while you're doing Desmos today. I promise you that if you use your whiteboard, use your calculator, pause the video, go back and listen to parts that you're not sure of, you will do well today. So let's take a look at our learning target for today before we get started. By the end of today, you'll be able to say, I can calculate any percentage of a number. For example, what is 32% of 40? That might seem a little daunting today because it's not quite a friendly percentage, but you will be able to do that by the end of today. And then we'll get a little bit into this, explain why a percent, any percent of a number b, can be calculated as a over 100, we'll show what this looks like later, times b, or b over 100 times a. So let's go ahead and get started with today's lesson. For today's warm-up, just go ahead and pause my video once I show this. You're just guessing about what percent of 100 is this green space. So I'm going to go ahead and guess. That looks to me like it's about 30%. When you press enter, you'll see the little dial goes up. That was perfect. You're not going to be perfect every time. I wasn't perfect when I was practicing. But see if you can get about 5 just about right in that green, and then you can feel confident to go on ahead. But for now, go ahead and pause the video. Notice and wonder. Ada and Bao run a clothing store. The diagram shows where the money goes when Ada and Bao sell a t-shirt. What do you notice and what do you wonder? Go ahead and pause the video and complete this slide. Slide 3. Cost to run the store. The cost to run the store is 30% of the total cost. Using what you know, how much of a $40 shirt goes toward running the store? Use the sketch tool if it helps you with your thinking. We've been talking a lot about friendly benchmark percentages. 30% is not exactly the hardest to work with, but it's not one of our easy benchmarks. You think back to our benchmarks, 10, 25, 50, 75, which of those do you think is easiest to work with when it comes to our benchmark? If you said 10, you are correct. When I look at this, I want to figure out what is 10% of 40. What is 10% of 40? You guessed 4, you are correct. So if 10% of 40 is 4, what is 30%? If you guessed 12, you are correct, because 4 times 3 is 12. Go ahead and move to slide 4. Now, here's where we get to unfriendly, non-benchmark percents. Ada and Bao make a profit of 12% of the total cost. What is their total profit on a $40 t-shirt? Now, here's what I'm going to teach you. You can use multiplication and fractions to figure this out. If you multiply 12 over 100, because a percent is any number out of 100, times 40, you will get 12% of 40. 12 over 100 times 40. You can also do this in your calculator, and you might also notice that 12 over 100 is the same as 12 hundredths. There we go. If you are unsure of what I just did, go back and rewind the video and move on to slide 5. Here's how Bao calculated 12% of 40. Explain how you could use Bao's strategy to calculate the inventory cost, 58% of 40. What did Bao do here using 1% and then 12% on a table? How could you use that to find 58%, specifically this number right here? Pause the video and complete the slide. Using what we've talked about, let's see if we can apply that here. Ada and Bao's profit. Here is a $75 pair of shoes. Calculate each value. So I have a $75 pair of shoes. I want to find out 30%, 12%, and 58% of $75. If you feel confident and you want to go ahead and pause this video and do it on your own and then unpause it to check it, do that. If you're not quite sure how to solve this yet, stay with me. So I know that 30% is the same as 30 over 100. So what I'm going to do in my Desmos calculator is 30 over 100 times 75. I know that that is 22.5. Remember that as when we use dollars, that's $22.50. Ada and Val's profit, again, I'm going to use 12 over 100 this time because that is the percent, 12 over 100. That's $9. And then finally, 58 over 100 for 58%. Plug this in your calculator, write it on your whiteboard. That is the only way that you will learn how to do this. Practice. Practice makes progress. $43.50. Hopefully Mr. Soper did this right. Otherwise, I'd be embarrassed. Very good. Good job, Mr. Soper. All right, number 7. Again, if you are good to go, you want to pause this and give this a try on your own, you are welcome to do that. Otherwise, stay with me and we'll continue to work through this. Ada and Val's inventory costs are 58% of the total cost. What is their inventory cost for each item? So I see there's a dress here. It's $100. The inventory cost is 58%. Think, what is 58% as a fraction? I know that 58% is 58 over 100. 58% times 100 gives me $58. All right, nice. I know that this sticker is $1. 58% of $1 is 58 cents. 58 over 100, 58% of $64 is $37.12. Don't be afraid of decimals. And finally, what is 58%? 27. I'm sorry. What did I do wrong here? Maybe you saw. I multiplied by 100 and not the cost of the hat. There we go, 1566. Ada thinks 58% as 58 cents for every dollar. So he writes 58 over 100 times 64. Describe how Ada might calculate 36% of $15. Use this to help you answer the question. Finally, how can you use this slide? Actually, I'm going to excuse you from this slide. We're going to keep going here. Here's some repeated challenges. I love these because it helps you practice your skills. So I'll go ahead and just review with you a couple. Do these on your whiteboard if you want to pause them after I read them. You are welcome to check your work with me. So a Ducky t-shirt costs $22. The material cost is 16% of the total cost. Calculate the material cost. So I know that 16% can be written this way. 16 times $22, $3.52. There we go. Let's try another one. We'll do 3 together. 9% profit of a $30 shirt. So 9 over 100 times 30. I was nervous there because it zoomed in. Again, pause your screen. Try this on your own. See if you can get it right. 8% of 48. 8 over 100 times 48. $3.84. All right. Now you are good to go with your cool down. Go ahead and select all the expressions that you can use to find 43% of $26. For today's lesson, you will also have practice problems. Do the best you can. I will check over them and I will be back tomorrow. I will look at this before I get back. I'll know what mistakes you made. I'll know where we need to pause, slow down, and review. Do the best you can. Make me proud. Practice makes progress. You got this. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for your hard work. Bye, guys.